Hey art friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we're going to be learning how to draw Zoey from K-pop Demon Hunter. So first let's get started by drawing her bangs on the top. So on the left hand side we're going to curve this line across. From that corner we're going to arch this line up and over. Again from the inside we're going to arch this line down. Now from here we're going to curve this line across slightly. And then from that point we're just going to pick this back up by curving this around and then back down. Now let's bring this line over, so we're going to bring this across on a diagonal, and then from that corner we're going to arch this around and back in. Now on the side we're going to curve this around and down, and then from that point we're going to curve this back through and then in on the side. Let's close off the ear first, then we'll draw in the hair. So on the right hand side we're going to curve this around and then in on the side. We're going to draw in her earring, so we're going to just curve this around and down, and then we're going to arch this back through towards the hair. Let's close off the hoop. So from the side here we're going to curve this around and then up, and then for the chin from that corner we're going to bring this down and across towards the left, and then let's close off the hoop earring by arching this around and through on the side. Now from here on the right we're going to curve this line over and down, and then in the middle we're going to curve this back around and in. Now from here, let's close off the rest of the hair. So starting on the left-hand side from the top, we're going to curve this around and in towards the middle. And then again from the top, we're just going to continue to curve this back around and then down on the right. On the side now for the hair tie, we're going to curve this from the top, bringing that in towards the bottom. And then as we move over from that corner, we're going to curve this around and down. On the side again, curving this back around and in. And then as we move through underneath, curving this around and across towards the ear. Now on the left-hand side, we're going to curve this out and down. And then for the cheek, we're going to bring this back out, bringing this over, and then joining that together in the middle at a point. Now from here for the eyes, we're going to start on the right-hand side and we're going to curve this line around and through. We're going to come over on the left, curving this up and over. Let's focus on our right eye first because it's going to be slightly different. So we're going to start from the point and we're going to curve this over, around, and through. And then we're going to connect this from that corner, arching this in. Let's just color that portion in black. Let's close off the side of her eye now. So on the right, starting back on that line, we're going to curve this around and through, connecting that at a point. Now let's draw in the pupil for the eye. So we're going to curve this down. We're going to bring this around and back up on the side, just connecting that in towards the top. And then on the top left, we're going to draw in a nice big circle for that highlight, coloring in the rest of our pupil in black. Let's move down and draw in the left eye now. So we're going to start on the bottom and we're going to curve this around and through towards that corner. We're just going to thicken up the line on the bottom corner. And then as we come over on the top, we're going to start back on this top line and we're going to curve this over and through slightly, coloring that in black as well. Now from here in the corner, we're just going to draw in for the pupil, a curved line, bringing that around and down. And then in the top left, we're going to draw in another circle for the highlight, coloring the rest in black. Now let's move up for the eyebrow. On the right, we're going to curve this down, around, and through on the side. And then on the left, we're going to bring this down, up, and then back over. Now coming down for the nose, we're going to curve this down, around, and through. For the smile, we're going to draw in a corner bracket on the top right. And then we're going to bring this line down and then back up on the left. Let's close off the bang on the side here. So we're going to curve this around from that point, bringing that back in towards the chin. Let's draw on the body coming down. So we're going to draw on the left side of the neck, curving this over, and we're going to extend that slightly through. We're going to bring this line over and across from the right. Let's bring this line out. So we're going to curve this line out for the shoulder, bringing that down. Let's close off the strap. So from this corner, we're going to arch this line over towards the shoulder. We're going to step up slightly, replicating that, curving this back across. Let's move down again, closing off the rest of the arm. So we're going to curve this line in slightly as we come down. And then we're going to continue to stretch this out and then back down towards the bottom. Let's move over on the left. We're going to arch this line down towards the middle. And then from here, curve this around, in, and then back down, just making the arm skinnier as we move through. Let's close off the shirt on the back. So we're going to draw a diagonal line that comes out. Let's close off the top of the shirt from this point. We're going to curve this line out and over towards the left. And then from the side, we're going to continue to bring this line down, and we're going to end this on a diagonal. Now from here, let's close this off by curving this line down towards the bottom. Let's close off the shirt. From this corner, we're going to angle this down towards the bottom of the arm. And then we're going to step over, replicating that, just making a nice thick strip as we come down. Let's step over on the side. We're going to bring this line up on a slight diagonal as we come through towards that strap. Let's move over for the arm on the top. So we're going to curve this out, around, and then back in towards the shirt, because this is the arm that's going to be facing in behind. Let's close off the strap on that side as well. So we're just going to curve this line up towards the top. Let's focus on the body as we move down. We'll draw in the arm on the side. So we're going to draw in 2 diagonal lines, one on the back, one on the front, making that longer. And then we're going to move out, curving this across, bringing this around, stretching that through towards the back. Now from here, we're going to bring this line down from that corner, bringing this out, and then back in towards the bottom. And then on the top left, we're going to bring this line down, out, and then through towards the bottom again. Let's add in some details on the pants now. So we're going to come down on the left-hand side, and we're going to draw in a small curved line. Let's come down, leaving a gap, and we're going to arch this line up, back down. We're going to do that 3 times in total, so connecting this from the side, bringing this back down. And then again, as we move over, curving that in. And then we're just going to close this off with a small curved line, creating a small circle behind. Let's connect the strap together now. So we're going to arch this line up towards the top. And now let's draw on the strap coming down towards the right. So we're going to come over, drawing in a small circle. We're going to start on the top, arching this line around and through on the right. And then let's come down, drawing in another circle, connecting that from left to right. Let's come down, leaving in a small gap. Let's draw in another circle. Now from here on the bottom, we're going to draw in 2 diagonal lines coming out. And then from that point, we're going to draw another diagonal line coming in towards the circle in the center. Now let's come down. We're going to draw in a straight line coming down, across, and then we're going to bring that back up on the right. Now from here, let's bring in a small line that comes across on both sides. From that corner, we're going to curve this up and in. And let's do the same on the right. Now on the top, we're going to curve this around and down. Stepping underneath, let's replicate that, arching that through. We're going to just close that off on the left-hand side. Now from here, we're going to draw in a curved line that comes through towards our circle. And then we're going to extend this line underneath, bringing this over and through towards the side of our leg. From this corner now, we're going to curve this line around and back up on the right. And then stepping underneath, we're going to again curve this down towards the bottom of our page. And then we're going to bring this around, bringing it through towards the side. Let's move up, add some more details. So coming across from the top here, we're going to curve this around and through. And then coming underneath, we're going to curve this line down. Let's step in. We're going to bring this line across, back down. And then again, continuing that underneath. Let's come down now, curving this line through. And then from here, we're just going to draw in 2 small diagonal lines coming down towards the bottom. Let's step through now. In the middle, we're going to curve this line around and then up. Let's step over, replicating that, bringing this around and through. Let's stretch over again. We're going to continue to curve this around and then back up on the side. To the right of this, leaving a small gap, we're going to curve this line down, and then from that corner, we're just going to bring this back over. On the right, we're going to curve this line out. We're going to step over, replicating that. And now let's draw in our arm on the top left. So from here, we're going to bring a small diagonal line that comes out. We're going to step underneath. We're going to curve this line out, in and through. Let's bend the elbow now. We're going to bring this line out, and then we're going to bring that up, and we're just going to end that at the same height. Now from here, we're going to step up on a diagonal, curving this line around and over, connecting that. On the top, let's curve this up, and then on the right as well, just ending that at roughly the same height. Let's come up and close off the pinky first. So we're going to curve this down. And then from that corner, we're just going to curve this around and then back through towards the left. Before we close off the rest of the hand, we're just going to finish this portion. So we're going to bring this line over, connecting that back up. On the left, bringing that up, and then continuing to curve that in. Let's step up again. We're going to arch this around and through towards the side. And then again, one more time, bringing that over. Now from that corner, we're going to bring this line out, around, and through towards the left. And then on the side, we're just going to curve this line back down. Now from here on the top, we're going to bring in our straight line in, and then we're going to do the same thing on the right. Now from here, let's draw in a curved line, bringing this over, around, bringing that back in. And we're going to close off the thumb behind holding this. We're going to bring this down, around, and through. Now let's step up. In the center, we're going to curve this line over towards the top right. And now from this point, we're going to curve this back, around, and in. In the center again, let's curve this up and over. And then from that point, we're going to bring this back, around, and through towards the middle. Again, from here now on the left, we're going to curve this over and then back, around, and through on the side. And that is it. That's how you draw Zoey from K-pop Demon Hunters. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thank you so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I will see you all on the next one.